Partners Medical Group. Our mission is to provide the highest quality of health care to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care.
We basically are training the employees this month. We hope to have it open for occupancy by no later than mid-August.
How many inmates does this have the capability to house?
We will be able to house 224 inmates.
With the option of expanding, right?
With the option of expanding, we will be able to expand up to 500.
We had a little tour of the facility, and let's go through some of it. The Sallyport, let's talk about that.
The Sallyport is the area where all transportation with inmates will come in or leave from. A deputy's unit will come into the Sallyport. They will take the inmate out of the Sallyport, bring them up the walkway into the booking area.
And that booking area right there has some little desks and some cells for holding. That's a temporary holding?
Yes, this is a temporary holding facility. An individual will be brought in, they will be booked in, and then put in a holding facility or a holding cell until they can be dressed down and taken to the housing area.
We also have a property area too as well that they can receive their what is it, their jail?
Yes, the individual, once they're finished booking, we'll take them from the holding cell, we'll take them into the shower and search room. This is where they will be thoroughly searched, and they will be given everything, their blanket, their pillows, their mattress cover, their clothing, and a plastic bag with a Ziploc on it. They will take off all of their clothing, put it in the plastic bag, it will be Ziplocked shut, put in the bag, and then they will be taken from the house, from that area to their housing area.
And this will also hold the inmates' property. They can stay at this facility for how long? Up to how many years?
A misdemeanor is the only thing that we can house for a long term. An individual can come in, they'll be here awaiting trial if they do not bail out, or if they are sentenced, they will stay here the amount of their sentence minus work time if they're an inmate worker, or good time if they're an ideal inmate.
We have some state-of-the-art areas here, including the design of the facility being that there is a security person in the middle called a pod, and they can see inside each cell individually, as well as monitoring with cameras all over the place.
Yes, we will have an individual working pod control and a deputy working the floor. The deputy will always be moving about through the different housing areas, watching what's going on inside, and the person in pod control can alarm them if there's any suspicious activity in any of the housing areas, things of this nature.
And that pod can also control the lockdown and opening and closing of the door areas too as well.
That pod, we have 2 pods. We have central pod control, and we have central control and pod control. Central control covers the full area, admin area, things of this nature during the day when the front office is open. When that is locked down, then pod control will control the complete facility to include opening and closing all the doors, monitoring all the lights, monitoring all the cameras that are throughout the facility.